What's good, YouTube universe? Fizzleman, Fizz and Friends Gaming, Fizzleman1 signing in like always. We back here with a Monday night primetime game. We got the NO, the New Orleans Saints, going against the new crown jewel LV Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, the new crown jewel, the new home place for the Raiders. We got a home opener here. That's one thing that correlates correct in real life, is when a team relocates to Madden Stars. That's the one thing that happens in real life. If you don't know what Madden Stars is a show where we compare the real life faces you see in front of you and also Madden Stars, which is the game you're about to see. Only slight changes that is different, if you don't know, is that injuries, they're not realistic to the real life injuries, because how could you make somebody get hurt specifically? So that's not real. And then two, I think the last thing is that a lot of transactions, if they're not superstars, they're not like primary big time superstars or subpar stars, or guess you could say, if I know their name, they gonna be using a transaction or be created, because we did have to create it. Couple of players that wasn't in the game this year, so boom, added to the free agency, then add them to the team. But yeah, they was created. So like, that's the only thing. Not every player that is in the league that they pick up is being actually added to the team. And to be honest, I don't even think every team actually have 53 players. For some odd reason, I feel that way. I feel like every team don't have 53 players. And then second to that, I feel like Madden need to make it a way. I know there's a secret way, but I don't want to do extra transactions. But only probably, I guess, if it's a trade, I guess I only could do this. But they need to make a way where if a player gets hurt, you could release that player, just like how the real NFL could release they injured or injured reserve players. You feel me? So the injured reserve players, yeah, those, they need to go. They don't need to stay on the team because they're holding up space, big cap on the space. You know what I mean? So going in there, I just think that's one thing they need to make, that we could get rid of injured players if they're injured, and if they're on injured reserve, better yet to say, if they injured reserve, we should be able to release those players, because just like the real NFL, they release those players. And then if it's a trade, I guess I could trade that injured player. I don't know, shit, I probably don't even think we could do that, but that's about it. I could say 100% with this Madden Stars comparing to the real life. And then going on forward, of course, we're comparing the real life and Madden Stars. If you don't know, now you know. You see the Saints, they was a division champion last year in real life. In all world, they was behind Cam. If Cam didn't get hurt, I feel the same way. He would have brought the Panthers to the #1 division spot. But like I said, the Saints made it in real life, but didn't go to the Super Bowl. And then second in all world, they didn't make it entirely because Cam was there. So that's Madden Stars in real life for Saints. And then for the Raiders, the LV Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, they low-key is pretty much accurate if you ask me. I mean, they moved to a whole new city. They didn't make the playoffs last year. Don't care what spot they're in, just know they wasn't top of the division and they didn't make the playoffs. And second, they actually got a good running back. As you see, Josh Jacobs is right there. So I could say 100% that Las Vegas Raiders is probably one of the most, when you comparing real life and Madden Stars, are probably like one of the most realistic teams. So that's the Raiders and the comparison with Madden Stars in real life. We also got to take note, like I said, it can't force injuries, but Michael Thomas was actually injured in real life for this game, and he didn't play for this game. But in this world, he's not injured, he's actually gonna play. So I do all the checkings, I make sure the lineups, I make sure everything is ace, I make sure it's accurate to the way it could be. And like I said, I don't control injuries. So Michael Thomas is here for this game. And if he got hurt in practice, the only place he could get hurt here is in the game. So if he get hurt in the game, that's real life as it gets. And then second to that, even though Michael Thomas wasn't here, in real life, the Raiders did beat the Saints. So if Michael Thomas is here, I feel like the Saints have an advantage on their hands, and I think it will be. I think the Saints got this. As you see, is Fizzle Man 1 here, Fizz and Friends Gaming here. This is Fizzleman Picks Lounge right here in front of you, and like I was saying, you see I'm picking Fizzleman Picks, the New Orleans Saints to take this W. As we got the New Orleans Saints to take this W, we also have the fans. It looked like the overall is the fans voting. The fans are actually saying the Saints is looking like to take this one too. So like I said, Michael Thomas is here in Madden Stars. In real life, he wasn't here in the game. He got hurt, and I could give you a hint to how I'm trying to do things more realistic. It's like last game that we streamed for Madden Stars was a Sunday night game. That was the Seahawks and the Patriots, and that game they had James White out for that game. Reason why he was out, because a tragic situation happened. Prayers up for his family. James White, his father passed, and he wasn't there for that Sunday night game, which I made realistic because his father passed, so he wasn't playing that game either. But like I said, for Michael Thomas, this game, he's injured in real life, you feel me, and he's here right now in Madden Stars because he's not hurt. Only place he could get hurt is in the game, not in practice. And like I'm saying, like that, Michael Thomas is on this team. He ain't missed this game, and I 100% bet you the Saints is gonna win. Yeah, dig? And like that, let's get this game going. You feel me?
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
To kick off for New Orleans.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Well, here we go. The new era of Raider football in Las Vegas begins now. And after all the talk, it will be Derek Carr who leads the silver and black out for their opening drive in their new desert home.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
At the 40-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Richard. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
At the 27-yard line.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Carr now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, the open man here, run throw. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Carr. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Brees. And this is Cook with a grab. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 7 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brees to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders, and it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier, and this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Carl try it again on second down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
45-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Carr to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
47-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
7-yard loss. Brings up third down.
Seven, our score after one.
Tied 7-7.
The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Carr going to throw. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
On for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Deontay Harris. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
A reminder, Charles and I will make the trek here from the Silver State of Nevada to the Sunshine State of Florida as Thursday Night Football is an all-Florida affair. The Dolphins and the Jaguars from Jacksonville with coverage at 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Corey Littleton on the...
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Now that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Breeze to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kamara. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Michael Thomas.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
10 yards on the pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Carr now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Breeze. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze going to throw. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
The score remains tied.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
But my eyes are still adjusting to the sight of Jason Witten in a Las Vegas Raiders uniform. But times change in the NFL, and guys would like to play. They find ways to continue their careers. Remember, Jason Witten came out of retirement in the broadcast booth to rejoin Dallas in 2019, and at the age of 37 had 63 catches. Now here with the Raiders, they're looking for him to be a leader and contribute with big-time catches downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brings up 2nd.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Carr completes it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
To Darren Waller.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Working from the gun, it's caught. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
51-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
14.
These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now Breeze finding Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An interesting note about our quarterbacks here, Drew Brees and Derek Carr. You know, we might not see the ball hit the ground all that much because they were number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in completion percentage last year. Brees is staggering 74.3%. Carr at 70.4%. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. final shot before half for Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie David Arnett picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And a Saints.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Nick Kwiatkowski.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the Raiders have got him. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. On play action, now Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football. fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 49-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and inside of midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Fights through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Carr. The open man here, Renfro. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now, Carr again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Carr gives to Richard, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Carlson now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends on the Jalen Richard touchdown run. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. He can't get him down. Shrugs off another. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Saints.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The busy night continues for Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's Ty Montgomery, former star at nearby Stanford. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 17. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, New Orleans.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
No, I sat down with my accountant and said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. $35 yards that time on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Well, again, they'll throw with Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 22. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run again, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up second.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Carr to throw again. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Again, it's Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. His full well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Carr, the quick slant, caught. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays, and it ends on the Jalen Richard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Harris to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
And 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Richard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Ball carrier. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. 17-yard line. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done. Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. He's brought down. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him. Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.